All right, hello everyone. It is Friday night. The date is October 6th, at least for the next 58 minutes it is, which makes it 11:02 p.m. and the temperature is about 16 degrees Celsius. I see Boom Productions is here. Crispy, JSN, Wesley, Harjot, Zach McNally, Robert, Stephen Collins, NASA Transit Kid, Marvin Kenya, my YT account. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I am here at College Park. And there I am, just chilling on the bench. Mark Lang is here, Naughty Brown is here. Jennifer Gala is here. Yeah, I haven't done a stream at this hour in quite a while. This is kind of my self-punishment. I went out earlier today and I recorded 2 videos, but one of them I didn't turn on my external audio recording. So I came back out tonight to make a new video just to kind of, because I fell behind. I didn't do anything yesterday. So I came out tonight to make one, and I thought since I'm out, I might as well fire up a live stream. It might not be the longest one ever. Silver Fox is here, hello. And just south of here is Yonge and Dundas Square, which is quite lively. There's a lot of buskers out. I think the square is pretty packed, but I'll spare you guys from that noise tonight. We're just gonna make our way north. Yogi! We have a mod in the house. Thank you, Yogi. Jet Set Lovebird says, hi from Barbados. Am I filming on the iPhone 15? Yes. This is the 15 Pro. I was out recording on it earlier today, doing some HDR recording, and then I spent a fair bit of time in DaVinci Resolve trying to convert the iPhone Dolby Vision to HDR10 and the color space. And I was able to successfully convert it and get it to play in HDR. I was testing it on my smart TV. But the colors are a wee bit off. That gives me something to tinker with and try to get right. So this is College Park here. So I'm going to start making my way north. Maybe we'll go up Bay Street for a few blocks and then I'll go left or right at some point. Johnny, go to Bond Street. I will not be going to the east side of downtown tonight. I just came from the east side of downtown. Weirdo is here. This iPhone is clean. Unfortunately, the real quality doesn't really chime through on a limited bitrate live stream like this, but I still think it looks much better than the old iPhone. Hello, Mike T. Sorry about the Blue Jays. Hopefully that's the end of Ross Atkins' reign of terror. Maybe we can throw Alex Anthopoulos a bunch of money and lure him back. Maroof is here. Hello, Maroof. Oh, we can test out the iPhone's wide-angle low-light performance. This should be noticeably not as good. It was almost unusable on the iPhone 12. Let's see how close we can get to that sign over there. Oh, we can get right in there. Hello, Crikey. All right, let's wander north out of College Park. We're gonna head over to the intersection of Bay and College. Oh, hi, how's it going? Do you want to be on stream? You want to be on stream?
Yeah, sure.
All right, found a viewer.
Yeah.
Would we know you by name in the chat, or you're silent?
Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
from the Philippines. I'm watching you before I came here.
awesome. Well, welcome to Toronto. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Take care.
A good one.
Have a good night. You too. Brian from the Philippines. Very friendly guy. I've run into a few friendly people saying hi to me tonight. Dave says, looks like a beautiful evening. Yes. If you're wondering why I'm walking across the mud, it's because I've got the trail runners on. Might as well at least do something that they were designed for. Maple Leaf says get rid of the manager too. I don't think John Schneider had anything to do with those decisions. I think he's just a fall guy. He'll probably lose his job. But they need to get rid of Shapiro and Atkins. I would love to be a crazy billionaire and just buy the team. All right, so we're gonna head over to Bay Street. Things will be a bit quiet. Maybe we'll bounce back over to Yonge at some point. Hello, Manish Plays. Or maybe we'll just walk over to Yonge now. I don't know. That might be more interesting. Any plans on doing any Brampton walks? I went last year. And the video I recorded there did very well. I also did a live stream. That's not something that requires too much pre-planning. I could just kind of go there on a whim. So I'm sure at some point I will. Jelly bean, holy shit. 20 bucks, Jelly Bean. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Hey, Jelly Bean, thank you so much. And that's all I got. Stanley McFalls, the Southern Comedian, just subscribed. Welcome aboard, Stanley. Now, if you could get 4,800 of your friends over, we would hit 100,000 subscribers. I don't think that's a very big ask. And the thing is, you know you want to do it. Thanks again, Jelly Bean. Jennifer Gallo watching on our TV. Robert Parker, $10. And speaking of Brian from the Philippines, thank you, Robert. I know what that $10 is earmarked for. That's to go towards an overseas trip to a certain country. Thank you, Robert. You know me, I will absolutely be getting on a plane and going far away at some point. Brad Palmer is here. Hello, Brad. Thanks again, Robert and Jelly Bean. So this is east on College Street. Johnny, go knock on Ken's door. Well, if Ken can track me down, he's more than welcome to join me for the stream. Sidewalk closed. It looks like I could go left here to France, but I'm gonna follow this rat's maze here. We're getting awfully close to this 506 Dundas streetcar. There's Franz on the left. And there's a burger joint on the left up here that's quite popular. Jenna A is here, hello. W Burger Bar. Decent crowd in front of there. Mark, going back again to Thailand. I don't have that on my bingo card just yet, but I will let you know. It's unfortunate that we were just days apart last time. So this is Yonge College. Just south of here is a construction mess. So this is north of College, up the west side of Yonge Street. Marius Visan, $6.99. Greetings from Newmarket, Johnny. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Marius. Thank you for the $6.99. Much appreciated. And happy Thanksgiving long weekend to all the Canadian viewers out there. I see some Korean in the chat. Can I read it? Let me stop. Jenna A, $4. Jenna A. Thank you so much. Jenna A with the $4 super chat and Marius with the $6.99. Thank you guys. Net Korean says 안녕하세요. 정아요 눌러고 Canada. I kind of know what I read there. There's a look south down Yonge Street. And we're at 236 viewers. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that fun YouTube-y stuff. The chat is starting to roll pretty quick, so I apologize if I miss anything from anyone. Emo's Music Channel, $2.79. Emo's Music Channel. Thank you so much, Emo. Sorry, I'm just moving something in my pockets around. I rearranged all my stuff. That's a little better. Martin Van Own, $20. Thanks for showing and promoting Toronto, a truly great city from Grimsby. Martin. Wow, thank you, Martin. You guys are being awesome tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue walking north up Yonge Street here. JD is here. One thing, my other iPhone couldn't really handle walking at night against traffic like this. The glare from the oncoming headlights would just kind of be smeared all over the place. This one seems to be handling it much better.
This will be my photo as well in that.
So if you're just tuning in, I am marching north up Yonge Street. I started at College Park. It's a cool but very pleasant 16 degrees Celsius right now. And big thanks to Yogi for holding down the fort. I'm sure this caught the mods off guard. I don't normally stream at this time. Thank you, Yogi. I still owe you that sunrise walk. I even tried to pay someone to do it for me. What? The gimbal?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to.
You know what it's called. I have one in my bag. I just wasn't sure if it fell down. I'm like,
I've got like 8 of these, dude.
Right.
Cheers. He's almost making fun of the people who always ask me what this thing is and where I got it. Obviously, he knew what was up. He's probably used to having people come up to him and ask him about his gimbal. Whenever anyone says, "Where'd you get that?" I'm always like, well, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I got it from Amazon. Well, what is this person doing? What I kind of want to do here Mercedes not turning properly? Should we be alarmed? What I want to do is just go check out a bar just up here that I went to the other night that relocated. We'll reconnect back to Yonge Street, don't worry. But nothing says late night walk like going up some quiet alleys. I think this is the way. And I really do have a graveyard of gimbals. I don't know if I have 8. I don't know why I said 8. I'm not a chronic liar or anything. Hey, my chat seems to have frozen. Let me just see what that's all about. So we're gonna head north up here. All right, the chat on my screen froze for a second. I just had to kickstart it. So there's a really awesome bar just up here on the right. Why am I embarrassed to say it's from Amazon? Oh, because there's 1,000,001 better places to get this sort of thing. But when I need it, I kind of always buy one when it breaks and like the next day shipping. I also like the return policy. There's Bar Volo, and it is packed. That is an awesome, awesome place. I was there the other night. And what a great night to be on the patio. If you're just looking for a pretty low-key, also kind of happening spot all at once, I think that fits the bill. Where is it? It is a block west of Yonge Street. I think this is St. Nicholas Lane. But we're gonna go right on this street and then start going back north up Yonge. There's a spot I've never been to. This place is called The Alley. I think that's some kind of bubble tea shop. Stephen Collins asking how warm it is. It is 14 degrees Celsius. It was 16 when I checked at the start of the stream. Have I ever tried Chick-fil-A? Yes, I finally tried it. I tried it twice. It's okay. It's no Popeyes. But lately, I've been into the Alouette Go chicken sandwich. Well, this looks like a fun sidewalk obstacle. It's kind of absurd. Is that really necessary? Grace says, any walks planned for tomorrow? Possibly. I don't have anything planned, but I've only got 2 videos now. One for tomorrow, one for Sunday, so I'll be going out tomorrow night. Sometimes I like to just bring my little pocket camera and make a video when I'm on my way out to meet friends. So I might do that. I don't know, Jonathan, sometimes 1, sometimes 10. Parkour time. We're just gonna cross because why not? What's up, Jaycation in the house? Congrats on hitting 100K. And thanks for all your awesome videos in Barcelona. As you guys know, I went to Barcelona in the summer. And with my friend, we were kind of binging on Barcelona videos as well as Paris. And we watched a whole lot of Jaycations, and we went to that tapas restaurant you recommended in Eixample. It's right around the corner from the hotel I stayed at. We went to that tapas restaurant twice on our last day. I forget the name of it, but I remember like half the staff were Filipino. They were super friendly, and that was probably the best restaurant I went to in Spain. I'm sure you know the name of it. There is the bar. That used to be, I think, House of Lords, a famous barbershop. And there's some Korean spots over there. Iwa, a popular Korean bar. But yeah, guys, go check out Jaycation. He also does live streams, and he bounces around the globe. Cuidad Condal was the name of the restaurant. I think I'm remembering it. Jaycation. C-U-I-D-A-D Condal. For some reason, that is what's in my head. Cuidad Condal? I don't know. But it was excellent. Oh, there we go. That's the spot, Jaycation, clarifying. So go check his channel out and give him a sub. Robert says there used to be a big gay bar there. When you said Big Gay, that reminded me of South Park and Big Gay Al. Remember that guy? My first fantasy football team ever was called the Big Gay Owls. Hey, Rana Kanata. Sorry if I got your name wrong. 1,000 Japanese yen, arigato. Thank you so much. As a whisper quiet BMW. Heads up, Yonge Street. Thank you. Japan is on the bingo card for next year. Jelly Bean says Yonge Street is very chill tonight. Yeah, all the craziness is happening south of Gerrard. It's been pretty quiet tonight. And it's gonna get quieter because I think I'm just gonna keep heading north. Maroof says you're subscribed to Jaycation when he was at Vegas, but told the stream he'll be back in Vegas for Halloween. Take some deep pockets to party in Vegas. I was just watching a video, I think by Tim the Walker, Walk with Tim, something like that, and he went to Circus Circus. Quite possibly the shittiest hotel on planet Earth. I remember walking through that dump, thinking how bad it looked, but the Adventure Dome was pretty awesome. That alone made the hike from the Luxor all the way up to Circus Circus well worth it. Well, then I continued walking north up to downtown and Fremont Street. That was a hell of a hike I went on that night. Robert Michael, $2. Thank you, Robert Michael. Thank you so much. Blunderbuss remembers when the area would be packed in this. I'm tripping all over my words. On a Friday night in the 90s. Yonge Street has really changed in character. But you'll still find it is super packed, but you'll have to go south of Gerrard for that. I guess I would say south of College or Carlton, but there's so much construction on that stretch of Yonge Street. And we've made it to Yonge and Bloor. So just to the left, the swanky Yorkville neighborhood. I'm gonna venture north into Midtown. I already did a walk that covered part of this tonight. That should be on the channel pretty soon. Jaycation says Circus Circus is so dirty. Oh man, that video. You need to do a video there, Jaycation. I think that type of negative but interesting look at hotels does well. Like that Another Dirty Room series. I used to watch the shit out of that YouTube show. Harjot recorded a walking video today up to Eglinton and Finch. That is way up there on the northwest corner of town. So we're hitting this weird quiet patch on Yonge Street. North of Bloor. And Jiro says, where are we going? I might just walk my ass home. I no longer have my transfer window to take advantage of at the TTC. It's been over 2 hours since I first tapped in. Jelly Bean says, doesn't it have bed bugs? That's what they talked about on that video I watched. There's another channel called Jacob's Life in Vegas that I follow. Often when I'm sitting at my computer just staring at my fantasy football team, occasionally feeling like I want to give up on life if they have a bad game, doing what they call roster baiting if they have a good game. I had the best game in like the 14-year history of my league on last week. But I often put up channels like that. I watch Jaycation, he's on my subscribe list and pops up in my recommended feed, so that goes on the big TV while I'm working. That's how I got into doing walking videos, actually. I started by doing hyperlapse videos with the GoPro. And then I started working from home. This was way before the pandemic, before working at home was fashionable. And I wanted something in the background that was not distracting, but still was something on. And that's when I started watching Action Kid. It was just kind of the perfect thing because the videos were long. I didn't have to worry about finding a new video every 10, 15 minutes. And a lot of his videos were silent back then. So it was just kind of like the ambient sounds. Oh, here comes some drunk people.
Can you stop sitting so fucking close to me?
Suspicion confirmed. So this is Davenport. Barbara says, what's hyperlapse? You can go to YouTube and sort by date and just go to my oldest videos. It's kind of a very sped up form of video. Jaycation says now AK won't stop talking. Me neither, I won't shut up. That was the thing, way back in the day, my channel and the Ken Continuum and my walk around. We all had walking channels based in Toronto. We all posted about like 2-3 videos a week. And we all used the same camera. Well, Ken originally used the iPhone. And all of our videos would get like the same amount of views, and I would go to Social Blade and all our channels would get like the same amount of views per day and per week. And then I was like thinking, how can I like differentiate what I'm doing? Because I was way too nervous and chicken shit to start talking on my videos. I didn't want to look like a weirdo walking around the city talking to myself holding a camera. So that's when I came up with the idea to do that like little cheesy animated map at the start of my videos. I was just looking at ways to differentiate from what the others were doing. And that didn't really move the needle. And then I finally bit the bullet and I started narrating videos, but the first one I did, well, there's an awesome bike. I like it. Oh, she was on the phone, but I like her bike. The first one I did was on the bike. I did a few cycling videos narrated. I was a little more comfortable talking when I wasn't walking down the sidewalk. And I noticed the average watch time on those videos was like 20-30% higher. So I figured maybe Action Kid was onto something. So I bit the bullet and did a walking video. I think my first one, or one of the first ones, was along Wellington Street. And I noticed the average watch time on those was higher. What I mean by that is the people watch those videos longer on average. So I thought, aha, I have my thing. This will differentiate what I do from the others in this city. And then the channel just started kind of going crazy. So I kind of went all in on the jib-jabbering, not shutting up part. And then I started live streaming. That was a whole other ballgame because now I'm walking around with a gimbal and a smartphone. I no longer have that discreet aspect going on. Roof says Zero Enigma is so funny. The things he says about people on bike lanes, wrong way biking. Yeah. They'll be like, wrong way, idiot. Or the way you pulled in, I wish your dad would have pulled out. He's got some pretty funny quips. He's basically a human soundboard. Lod Pai says, good morning from Thailand. Good morning to you. Oh, it was just April I was in Thailand, but it feels so long ago. And before that, I was in Thailand in like November. And I was talking to Jeff from the Travel Fund channel, who I met last time in Thailand, and he's itching to go back. I kind of have some other destinations in mind. If the right deal pops up, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Henry Chevy says something incredibly fucking stupid. Ice Cream King, thank you. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to you. Eugene 8 says the lineup outside the Maddie is huge tonight. That's par for the course at the Maddie. Is it still 21 and over there? Yeah, Maroof, that's the sea catcher. That's one of his trademark quips. John says that would be great. Yeah, Jeff is a really nice guy. If you ever get the chance to hang out with him, just super duper friendly. I can see why he has so many loyal followers and viewers. I think I owe him, honestly, like 10 beers maybe. Like, I tried to pull my own weight, but every time I reached for my wallet, he would not have any of it. He's just that kind of guy. Giant heart on that man. Even when we were at Hooters, I think I tried to overpay and he would have nothing of it. Eugene 8 says 19 plus now. Paranormal Witness Girl, yeah. I think most of the mods are asleep or this caught them off guard. It's okay, I can always do some modding myself from within the app. But what I would do if I see anything inappropriate, I'd just ban people. I can always unban them. I don't like banning people, but sometimes it comes to that. Oh yeah, I met Mooch. Awesome guy. He's in one of my YouTube shorts, actually. Sammy says, is it safe for me to be doing this late? I've done it this late several times. It's funny you mentioned that. One time I was going on this stretch of Yonge Street, just north of here, and some tweaker in orange pants like started chasing me. I was like, what the fuck? He was super paranoid. And it just kind of startled me. Like, let's be real, you would be too if some weirdo in orange pants started running at you yelling. But as luck would have it, there were a couple of police cruisers right on Yonge Street. But in general, Toronto's very safe. That's really the only nighttime incident I've ever had. I think I've done 50 to 100 streams at this time before, so I'm not too worried. Ken does it all the time. And we're on Yonge Street. Just gotta be careful crossing these streets. Crikey is here. Bill Chow says it's not late for him. It's only 8:39 in Vancouver land. That's me, hello.
No way.
You wanna be on stream?
Oh, hell yeah. I say hi to my brother. Yeah, we watch your videos like during dinner time and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Make it a tradition.
Yeah, Johnny Stumbles. It's our second favorite channel.
Oh, where I get fucked up?
Johnny Strides, of course.
Oh,
They're both
sorry,
me. They're both me.
They're both you?
It's probably better off you don't know.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
All right, cheers. Friendly viewers, viewer. As we make the march north up Yonge Street. At JD, there's a few mods lined up. A few of them are chatting. I might go ahead and add them. Just if I do this kind of thing again. Oh, there's a party going on in that restaurant. Yeah, History Minor, that's the best, probably the best liquor store in Canada up here on the right. Indeed, Sapan. So we are at McPherson Avenue in Midtown. 41 minutes and 338 viewers. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is one of those lights where you ask yourself, why the hell am I waiting for this? Am I sad that the Blue Jays are out of the playoffs? Yes and no. I'm glad that Ross Atkins got exposed. I really hated firing, or not firing, but chasing away Alex Anthopoulos. I remember making a post in Reddit just flaming that move and bringing in Shapiro, saying, why the hell do we want what the Cleveland Indians had? And it got downvoted like 200 times. And now, funnily enough, that seems to be the common sentiment. I'd hate to say I told you so, but here we are. Which camera am I using now? This is the iPhone 15 Pro, which is also now my personal phone. I put a video up on the other channel, Johnny Stumbles, announcing that I would be abandoning Android for the month. And I can tell you, the notifications on iOS drive me insane. I cannot stand how this phone handles notifications. And the fact that to like swipe them off the screen, you have to do this like full screen swipe from right all the way left, whereas on my Android, I can just flick each one. Android like groups your notifications so nicely. Clearing them all is so easy. Oh. That alone, I think, is going to piss me off so much, just how poor notifications are on iOS. They copied that feature from Android too, because remember before the pull-down notifications, you used to just have to rely on your apps having a little number on them. They copied it, but they definitely fucked it up. Anyways, there's the Summerhill LCBO. There's also 10,000 other things I dislike about it so far. Johnny, am I a masochist? Maybe. Boom Productions says Atkins and Shapiro were brought in for their experience in renovating the stadium in Cleveland. Funnily enough, that is considered the most botched stadium renovation of all time. There's a channel called Depressed Ginger who talks about stadium renovations all the time. And he has talked relentlessly about what an awful job they did in Cleveland. And they put these containers up in right field that were just disconnected from everything. So on top of pretty much having a losing team in Cleveland, we also wanted them for their stadium renovation expertise. Makes a lot of sense to me. Crispy says Android has better security and more flexibility. I don't know about the security, but side loading apps is a thing you can do much easier. So we are right at Summerhill Station right now. Heading north up towards Yonge and St. Clair. So if I don't stream again this weekend, I'll try to do a stumble stream on Sunday night. But this is probably the last stride stream. For the weekend, unless my fantasy football teams are already done early on Sunday. Maybe I'll do a stream then. Eugenate's excited for reading week next week. Didn't you just start school? Now you are already having reading week? The Anachronistic Talk, thank you. Glad you're still enjoying the videos. Welcome. Christy, like Christy Station area. Barbara says I should be in bed by now, but this is too entertaining. Glad you're enjoying it, Barbara. We are making our way up to Yonge and St. Clair. This is right around the part where that dude in the orange pants started tweaking out several years ago. What I want to try doing is doing a night stream on the e-bike or scooter with this thing. He's going up to Finch. Where? Yonge and Finch? That would be a hell of a long walk tonight. JD, for legal reasons I cannot disclose, but somewhere between 24 and 32. Christie and Bloor, excellent neighborhood. I lived there briefly for about 8 months. Jeff Bologna. I don't know about that last name, but good evening. There's a look south. Good evening. It's too late to be saying good evening. But we have made it almost to Yonge and St. Clair. Oakland Coliseum or Tropicana Field. Are you asking what's worse? I think the Trop is somehow worse than Mount Davis. They're both vomit-inducing stadiums, though. That's a hell of a walk, Eugenate. DeVito says live near Yonge and Egg and always work near Dundas. Look it out for me. You'll see me at some point. Charlie is doing well. I want to cross over to the other side. We'll get away from walking directly into the headlights. We are 8 minutes until midnight. And why am I wearing jeans and a sweater? I have started to sweat. I was not anticipating being this hot. Seems so empty. Well, this is a very sleepy part of Midtown where I am now. There'll be a pocket up near Yonge and Eglinton that's busy. There's several neighborhoods downtown and around downtown that are Very busy right now. Part of Yorkville Village. Yonge and Dundas, of course. The Village, Church and Wellesley would be quite busy. Little Italy, King West would be busy. Queen West, West Queen West. But this is an almost sleepy part. It's mostly single family detached homes on either side of Yonge Street. It's kind of ridiculous that the density is so low here. But I think the demographic of this part of Yonge Street is on the older side as well. Why am I dressed so warm? I don't know. I just saw the temperature and assumed it might be a bit colder than it is. Do I watch Kitchen Nightmares? I like the British version of that. He's much nicer in the British version. I think in the American shows, Gordon Ramsay is just kind of doing a shtick. It is 4:54 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, there's a place called Sunny Morning All Day Breakfast. I don't think it's open yet. Tater Tots is Hero Burger coming up, but why would you go to Hero Burger when across the street you have Holy Chuck? Is it as sketchy as people say it? You know, I've seen sketchy shit happen, but it's never really happened to me. Well, it has a few times, but I think this city is probably much, much, much safer than a comparably sized American city. So a lot of that is overblown. You've watched me walk around tonight with a very big noticeable camera on a stick some people aren't too fond of. And what, we've had 5 or 6 super friendly people. Speaking of Holy Chuck, there's Holy Chuck. I have JD. Am I disappointed the Crosstown isn't opening? I think we expected it not to open. How the hell did Metrolink CEO not only get to keep his job, but get a raise? There is government-sponsored corruption and incompetence all in one right there. Go ahead, sue me for jackass. Or sue me for slander, you jackass. That's what I meant to say. Alright, gotta be careful at this intersection. It's a hot spot for bad drivers. But yeah, we're at Yonge and St. Clair. St. Clair Station is just over there. Mr. Mountain Hiker says the Crosstown will open in 2054. You know, if the Ontario line weren't also being built by Metrolinx, I would say the Ontario line will open up before the Crosstown. Any better burger recommendations? Try Alouette Go up at Yonge and Eglinton. They have a fantastic hamburger. And they have an amazing chicken burger as well. Another really, really good, somewhat affordable burger is Rudy. Those places, I think, are definitely a step above Burger's Priest. There's also Matt's Burger Lab I quite like. All right, thank you, Devin. Gertesh says no more flooding in New York City. I watched Casey Neistat's video. That was pretty nuts, what was going on there. JSN went to Chicago recently and you're surprised at how clean it is? I haven't been in a very long time. Yeah, Bill, you might be right. Wow, this iPhone is cooking for battery too. I started the stream at 89% battery. We are 56 minutes in and I'm at 70%. I'm glad I didn't get the max. Any new secret spots videos in the future? I don't know. I usually don't know what the hell I'm doing until an hour before I do it. Yeah, I'll see that when I believe it, December next year. There's someone who always, every time I bash the Eglinton Crosstown project, there's always the same dude, I'm not going to mention his name, who makes a comment in my videos asking me where I got my engineering or planning degree. Like, STFU, man, the whole world is probably laughing at us over that project. All right, I am not going to lie. The next 5-6 minutes are not going to be the most visually interesting. We're about to go down a hill and back up. Everybody knows grocery price increases? Yes. Who hasn't? Paranormal Witness Girl's gonna make her own burger tomorrow. That sounds good. Sapan, thank you. 171 likes, 371 watching. Let's see, what's the sub count at? $95,271. What's Finch West looking like these days? It's looking pretty good, actually. That's a significantly less complicated project. I think one of the early drafts of the Eglinton Crosstown was just to keep it at grade level. I mean, no doubt it would be open long by now if that was the case. I think they're having seepage problems at a number of the stations. Just Heroic says 100K soon. I think maybe January or February. It'll definitely get a boost if I do a New Year's stream. All right, I think the lighting is going to be better on the other side. You remember when I was at 10K? I think that would have been maybe 3 years ago, maybe more. June Park says hi from Vancouver. My Toronto FC fan? I'd like to say I am, but truthfully, I watch more Argos games than FC games. I watched like 3 Argos games this year and 0 FC games. That is true, Matwara. Gonna give the trail running shoes a bit of a go on the grass here. From the sounds of it, we're gonna see a subway train roll by. Favorite place in the city? That's an impossible question. Depends on the mood. Neighborhood? Probably Koreatown, the Annex, that stretch of Bloor. Action VJ in the house. We've got another mod. Whoa. That guy on the e-unicycle is all lit up like a Christmas tree. Cortez remembers when I sniped Ken 2 years ago on this street. Yep, I gave him a gimbal for his birthday. Why can't all bike lanes should be like this, says Proto-European? You know what? This bike lane is good, but it could be better. It's too narrow to pass. And ideally, this is a nitpick, but it should be elevated. Curb separated is good, but elevated even better. But this one, we'll give them credit. There is a buffer here. And they do have curbs and bollards. I often find myself stuck behind someone much slower than me in front of me. And I'm sure Mr. Mountain Hiker, talking about the project being delayed, can attest to the same. But you know what? When I'm stuck behind someone slow on a bike, I'm actually happy with that. The more people on bikes on two wheels, the better for everyone. As long as they're riding in a considerate and safe fashion, the more the merrier. If I'm stuck behind someone slow, it's on me to find a moment to safely pass them. And I'm more than happy to wait for that moment rather than get angry or force it. Dopey Tripod says so close to 200 likes. There's a cyclist. Should probably consider getting a light. They're wearing all black, no helmet, no lights. Hey, that's on them, but not the smartest thing to do. But still, that aside, good for them for being on their bike. Barbara says agreed, that's so true. We are at the K. Gardner Beltline Trail. There's always like kind of a happening Indian bar up here on the right. Maybe we'll cross over to that side of the street. Is that a subway train I hear? Oh, look at that. I am through the fence. Sadly, no train. But that's the TTC headquarters right there, and that's Davisville Station. I think I see a train on the platform. Oh well. I wonder if that was like someone with a camera who ripped this fence open here. And we continue up north, but it is time, folks. What time is it? It is that time. I'm gonna put my phone down for a sec. Thanks to all 389 of you for tuning in as I continue my march north up to Midtown. I'm sure you guys know what time it is. Don't tell me. Okay, I didn't forget. Sorry, I can't see the chat for a second. It is bubbly time. This brief intermission is brought to you by Orange Bubbly. The fact that this company has not sponsored me is kind of ridiculous. Should I pretend to be a vlogger? I'm not even looking at the camera. You're supposed to look over here, but it's so tempting just to look at yourself. You know, it looks like my eyes are off the screen. I don't think I could do the vlogging thing. I feel kind of like an idiot holding the camera out, looking at it, talking. Let's flip it back around. Stay in your lane. Know what you can do, right? Vlogging, not my thing. Oh yeah, there's a big crowd in front of this place over here. Let's cross. Press the beg button. They should mini-zine. Here comes the not in service bus. Woo! Thought it would be the 97. But it wasn't the 97, it was the old not in service. Come on, light. There's just enough cars coming that I'm not really tempted to jaywalk it. Here we go. As gorgeous as I am, you prefer the outward view. You and 99.99999% of not just humanity, but the entire animal kingdom prefer that. There's a big crowd here at Tamasha. Should we go in, guys? I looked in there, I saw people like dancing. Yogi prefers the other view. Hey, it's 12:12. It is Saturday. This counts as a Saturday live stream. There's Mr. Sub. The fun thing is when I get home tonight, I get to prepare tomorrow's video. I also got to edit the one I recorded just before this. I'll be up to 3:30 tonight. And we're at Davisville Avenue on the right, Chaplin Crescent on the left, and there's Davisville Station. I wonder why they didn't call it Chaplin Station. It's on Chaplin. But Davisville has a better ring to it. Is that the Ken Continuum? One of the last Mr. Subs? Ken, this was where I tracked you down on your birthday a few years ago and handed you a gimbal. And I'm pretty sure you ate it. We're at Davisville. One more subway stop to go. I guess we're in Stridesland now. The place that a man who has a very unhealthy infatuation with this restaurant here coined. If Ken ever goes busy, or goes missing, we know we're where are all these tunes coming from? Framers? Little Right Said Fred karaoke going on. Nice wheel squeak. So we are slowly marching up towards my hood. And Ezine says Kramer's is hopping too, yeah. The busiest place in this area will be the Rosencrown, north of here. That'll easily be the busiest place. It's also got Absolute Comedy. There's a sports bar over there. It's got a pretty good crowd. That's me. Hello. You want to be on stream? Sure. All right. Another friendly viewer. Rocking a 9-bot. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Stay safe. Friendly viewer again. And Ezine loves the crew at Kramer's. I've only been there a couple of times. There used to be a place next door to it called Fat Boy Phil's I used to go to, but they got locked out by their landlord. Someone saying hi, hello. Action VJ says in 3 months I'll be walking in the snow. We could get snow by the end of this month. It probably won't stick, but it's almost guaranteed to come in November at some point. Ken only eats mashed potatoes and root beer. Jellybean says all the viewers are out now. Hey, it's Friday night, long weekend. There's a struck tube. Chandelier Dine is not open. Oh, what used to be here? I hope that's not where Little Sister was. No, I think that's more north of here. That's gotta be. That would be a crime if that place closed. Tabbouleh. Slayer Burger, I've yet to try that place. St. Louis Bar and Grill is shut down nice and early. Yeah, it's just up here. I'm pretty sure it is. My brain has turned to mush. Gong cha. Bubble tea shops. Do a healthy business late at night. There's Little Sister, this place. I've been there about 4 times. They've got another location downtown, Indonesian fusion food. It is quite excellent. Trapdoor, thank you for looking that up. A sushi restaurant was in that spot. There's the Chesterfield shop. I kind of see this place as like an upscale Brick or Leon's and not so much like one of the trendy furniture stores. That couch there, $65.98 for that sectional. I bet it is super comfortable. But geez, I can't imagine a world where I'm dropping $6,500 for a couch. This ramen is good, but I much prefer some of the ramen places to the north of here. All right, I'm gonna throw this can out. Chris Mills is a high-end struck tube. All right, Yahya, have a good night. You and Sapand are signing out. Ooh la la. So I'm fiddling with something in my pocket again. This condo's shooting up pretty quick. Average butt space at 500, but it appears, yeah, $7,000 pretty much for a couch. I'd be like, I'll go to IKEA and buy a $1,200 couch. And spend the rest on a vacation. Or, you know, save it. So the last stream I was walking around, I think I went by Oretta on King West. But there is the Midtown Oretta. I was there for my birthday a few years ago. Oh, Sansotai Ramen has opened up. Lisa Gibson, $6.99. Happy Thanksgiving, Johnny. Lisa Gibson, thank you so much. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Sorry guys, I'm just taking care of something quickly here. What do I think of North York? North York is a very big place. If I lived up there, I'd want to be on the subway line on either end. Mini Zine says that looks awesome inside. Well, speaking of furniture shops, there's a look into West Elm, where you could probably also get another very expensive couch, I bet. So this is Yonge and Eglinton up ahead here. And you know what? We haven't been able to walk on that side of the street for quite some time. They recently reopened it. So how about we do just that? Sorry guys, one sec. There we go. Jeffrey Chang says Yonge and Eglinton on the east end past the 7-Eleven is brutal with the construction. It's been brutal for the last decade or so, but yeah, it's particularly bad right now. They're rebuilding where that Salvation Army was. There's a look up at the Midtown Towers. On the left is the headquarters of TV Ontario and Canadian Tire. Time is it? 12:25. There's the entrance to, one of the entrances to Eglinton Station. So we started right where College Station is. We walked past College and Wellesley and Bloor-Yonge, Rosedale, Summerhill, St. Clair, Davisville, and now Eglinton, but I will not be walking past Lawrence, which is the next one. Here's the Mandarin. I went there for the first time in forever last year. And as always, it was delicious, but I felt really gross after. It's an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. Bill Chow says my favorite. Oh, can we get a view into it from here? And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hell, the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton, in a perpetual disaster state, courtesy of our friends at Metrolinx and their sheer incompetence. This area had such a good reputation.
I think that's my best one.
In like the early 2000s, it was dubbed Young and Eligible. There were a lot of fun bars and night spots. There was Alley Cats, a place called Filthy McNasty's over there. But a lot of places have unfortunately closed down in recent years. And sort of newer, more corporate-y, less fun places have opened up. Hopefully the area bounces back. It's certainly got a critical mass of people. I actually really like living here, despite the fact that this has been the reality in this intersection for a very long time. Anyways, I still really like this neighborhood. Kevin says, is TBO still on strike? They were on strike the other day when I went by. And for the longest time, the Metro, big supermarket in this plaza, or in the Yonge Eglinton Center, they were on strike. And I found myself doing the unspeakable and going to Loblaws on a few occasions. Tapping the sources over a decade at this point. Yeah, the first tunnel boring machines were over a decade ago, I think. Can we just get a consultant from maybe Korea? One of those countries that can competently build subway lines to oversee our next projects. There's a lot of people. They might be coming from Absolute Comedy. Maybe the night show let out there not too long ago. Lisa Gibson misses the good old days here. Anyone remember the bar Berlin? I do not. Jelly Bean. I remember the Korean Cowboy. It replaced a sports bar, and then that whole complex made way for a condo that's just up here on the left. Here's where I got my dinner tonight, the Chipotle. Oh, I remember Lime Ricky's. But whenever we came up to this area, it was always this place, the Rosencrown, which thankfully is still there. And Filthy McNasty's was the other place we'd always go to. Tapping the source, yeah. When I lived in Seoul and Gangnam, they built a subway line in just a few years, and you couldn't even tell at street level. They literally closed off one lane of traffic, and it had a big barrier just neatly blocking it off. It wasn't a junky mess like we do here. And almost nothing was inconvenienced. No businesses were inconvenienced. And then one day, like, the subway just opened. That was the Shinbundang line. Ooh, I'm zoomed in close. There's the Rosencrown. I've mentioned it before, but that's my favorite building in Midtown. You've got Absolute Comedy in the basement, very fun place. Rosencrown on the main floor, and Pi, an excellent northern Thai restaurant, on the second floor. What the hell? Chat Time is closed. But I think Cocoa Bubble Tea is, oh, that is also closed? Where do you get your bubble tea? I think HK Sweets is closed too. But this place is amazing. I've been ordering through their app, not through like Uber Eats or anything, but through them. Alouette Go. It's a spin-off of the Michelin star Alouette downtown. Very, very different kind of food though. I would say that's a super, not even elevated, just like perfectly executed fast food place. Amazing burgers, great chicken sandwich. Their fries were on point. They've got a ton of really good salad options even. And it's about the same cost as going to Jollibee over there. So why the F would you go to Jollibee? I'm still bitter, that place ripped me off. There's Grazie and Tim Hortons. Stock Bar, there's a good new addition to Yonge and Eglinton. It's not all doom and gloom. There's some really good spots. Sip Wine Bar over there is excellent. But you know what else is excellent? The fact that we did hit an hour and 30 minutes on this stream. And you know what, folks? It's time to say goodnight. I want to express a huge thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight. It was a great crowd. We had a fun chat. Big thanks to our mods. Super shout out to Yogi. Thanks for manning the ship, Yogi. It's 5:33 a.m. there. And Action VJ, huge thanks to just everyone who chatted. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified when the next live stream is. I'll be going live, hopefully on the Johnny Stumbles channel on Sunday night around 8. Not really sure. Huge thanks to everyone who sent support tonight as well. Much appreciated. Yes, this was a very important historic site in Midtown. Postal Station K and the tavern that was here. But thank you guys. I'm gonna go home and do some work, unfortunately. So probably no live stream tomorrow. But happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble. I will catch you on the next one. Good night.